Welcome to Soto Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. I'm so excited to bring to you another video. I know I skipped last week and I apologize for that. It just was not gonna happen, but I'm so glad to be back this week with this tutorial requested by one of you. I'm starting out today with my lovely pipe and drape kit. This is one of the tools I absolutely love. I love using it, and it has come in so handy throughout this process of decorating. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to our channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not subscribed yet, I hope you consider subscribing. That really supports this channel. We provide videos on decor and everything decor. Click that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. Now I'm going to talk you through how I put together this setup. First, one of you requested or sent me a picture of the balloons, and that is what inspired this whole design. I purchased the balloon from Amazon and decided to use some of the drapes I have to put together this design. I have three types of drapes that I'm going to use. The first one, which is the purple one, is a satin drape. Now I bought this as one of my first drapes that I purchased, first fabrics for decor, because I was so excited and got carried away buying certain colors. And I'll tell you this, I would not recommend that satin fabric for drapery unless you're using it to just as a backdrop like I'm using. But even so, it takes so much. You have to iron or steam, and that is something I do not like doing. And in this video, I don't do it. It does look like one of the crushed sheer voile fabrics, the white one I have, if you've seen the tutorials in the past. But if you're going to use it for something like this, obviously you would have to steam it. Now this video is just a request from one of you guys, so I'm putting this together so we can test out this balloon kit and just give you some ideas for some of the events you might have. The second fabric is that pink fabric. That is probably the best fabric I've used for drapery. It's a 4-way stretch pink fabric, and there are some fabrics that are 2-way stretch, but I love this 4-way stretch because it gives you more flow to whatever design you're trying to do. Now this backdrop kit is a 6-foot backdrop kit. All my uprights, which are the bars that go up and down on the left and right, are 6 foot minimum, and I can extend all the way to 14 feet. So I moved this to about 7 foot tall, and on the side there you'll see I have a couple of holes. That's what I use to gauge where I want to tie my drape. So I'm gonna do that on both sides. That gold fabric, I'm sure you've seen over and over. I have that fabric in this gold and also in a champagne color. But that is a very heavy fabric. Each panel is really heavy and it's harder to use, but it gives that shimmer, that glam to your designs, and I just love it. You have to always adjust the folds like I'm doing there, but once it's adjusted, it works just fine. It has a lot of sequin on it and it's a beautiful fabric. It's just not as flowy as that 4-way stretch fabric. So I'm creating my swags on both sides just to give a simple design. Off the bat, looking at these colors, you might be turned away by that purple and the gold and the pink, but it'll all tie together once you see the balloons I'm going to be using in this tutorial. So like I said before, if you're using that purple, you could steam it. So far I have not seen a steamer that I absolutely love. You can leave me a comment if you have a steamer that really truly works. These are the balloons I'm going to use, that's how they came. I ordered them on Amazon, and that's the design there and some instructions. I'm going to inflate them and just figure out what I'm going to do. At this point, I honestly don't have a plan yet on the design I'm going to create, and you'll just work with me and we'll figure it out together. The balloons come in, I think it's a 10-inch, and the solid gold balloons come in, they look more like an 8-inch, and then you have some confetti balloons, you have the pink, and you have that beautiful metallic purple as well. So those are the colors that come in the kit, and there are also a few, very few 5-inch balloons. So I'm working right now on getting all of them inflated. Once they're all inflated, because when you get these kits, you don't really know how much you're going to get or how many. Some kits will tell you the number of each balloon, but this one doesn't, and it's hard to tell if I'm going to be able to go all around or go to the right. And I've told you guys in the past that if you're ordering these pre-made kits from Amazon, you'll probably have to order 2 to be on the safe side. But I decided to order just 1 because I'm not using this for an event. I don't use these for my events. I just use them for some of the tutorials that are requested by you. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And I knew I didn't want to do an elaborate balloon. The thing that they do that tricks you a little bit when you're trying to order online is they have pictures of elaborate designs with these balloons that one kit would never be enough to do. So keep that in mind. If you choose to use these balloons, just order 2 to be on the safe side so you're not stranded at the end and you don't get the look you really want. Now I'm working on the 5-inch. I'm using a hand pump here to inflate my 5-inch. Sadly, the 5 inches only come in the 2 shades of purple and the pink. So what I decide to do here is just connect one of each color to use as my filler. I sometimes use 4 as fillers, but this time, because I only have 3 colors I'm working with, I'm going to connect them and use the 3 colors like you can see there to create my fillers. I wish they had some of the gold in the 5-inch, but of course we're working with what we have. Now, can you see how the balloons somewhat go with the drapes in the back? I'm sure the colors are not exact because the balloons are a little lighter and pale, but at the end it comes out beautiful. It's a beautiful design, and even in person, just looking at it, it looks even better. But I'm working on inflating all that. I'll adjust the camera once I get up to do the full balloon so you can actually see the height of the drapes with the balloons as I'm working with them. But for now, because I'm inflating, we're just gonna inflate and figure out after this how we're going to design the balloon. Now I'm working on assembling the garland. I have to think about those confetti balloons. I actually like the confetti balloons, but I'm thinking about the confetti balloons and what position I want them. Of course, I don't want to cluster all of them in one place, so I try to assemble them in such a way that the confetti are a little bit spread out, as well as those golds. What they did here with this pack is just give you that gold as a bit of an accent. So we're assembling, or I am assembling all the quads, putting all the quads together, and once I'm done, I'll just connect the necks to create my garland. I am not yet sure of how long this is going to be or where exactly I'm going to put the balloons, but we'll see once we assemble part of it, or as far as our length, and decide what kind of design we're going to use this for. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed yet and you've been watching my channel, I would love for you to join me as a subscriber and really support my channel so I can keep putting out more and more content for you. And if you've been watching and you have some thoughts on some Christmas decor, please leave me a comment down below, because I'm planning my a few Christmas ideas on what I want to do, and I would love to create content for things that you would like. So I tried the balloon at the top just to go across, and I did not like the way it looked with the drapes, because I feel like the drapes look beautiful as they are. So I'm just looking at what I want to do with it on the side, especially since I have the extra balloons on the floor. I do want to use every single balloon from the kit so that you know what it looks like with a whole kit. So I decide to just put that on the side, and I'm going to attach them onto the pipe and drape kit with some 260 cube balloons. Now, one of the balloons popped while I was inflating, but just one. So that's a good thing about the balloons. They did not look at my hair with the static from the balloon. That is very funny. I am assembling the rest just to fill the base. I actually like a balloon garland that has a heavier base. It just makes it not look basic, you know. So I'm filling that base, as you can see, making some adjustments, and I'm just going to fill all the way on the sides so that the balloons end up looking quite nice. I did not mention earlier, the backdrop is 7 foot tall and it's about 6 foot wide. I did not extend my crossbar with this design, so the crossbar, I just use it the standard design, so I'm not using too many drapes and you still get that elegant look for the drapes. So it's 6 foot wide by 7 foot tall. Now I'm just making all my adjustments and adding the filler balloons. As you can see, another option of what you can do is put balloons on each side if you have enough. So that's another thing because of the design you have. Of course, this can be used for several occasions. This particular design, you can use it for a baby shower, you can use it for a birthday party, or even a wedding if these are your wedding colors, but without the balloons, of course. Now I'm adjusting the balloon right there, because once it was going up, it just didn't look like it was going to be part of the drapes. That's why you see me twisting and making adjustments. So now I'm going to work on the filler balloons. I'm using rubber bands to put them on, and towards the end I'm going to use some of the glue dots, which work really well as well to hold the balloons to each other. And the kit does come with the glue dots, and it also comes with some string that you can use, ribbon that you can use for your design as well, but I don't use those, and I don't use the support to help tie the balloons together. So that is what we have here. Now I'm just adding my filler balloons, and I'm making adjustments as I go, just so they fill everything pretty well. I also have these butterflies that came in the kit. I did not like the fact that they were not a true gold, because you can see it has the dotted lines that you can fold the butterfly on, and you just use the non-perforated perforated side to attach the butterfly onto the balloons. What I did is I folded on either side so that some of the wings, the right side would be up and some the left side would be up. So the good thing is the butterflies are the same on both sides, so it makes it good. Another strategy I use with this quality of balloon is I put the butterfly on the part that shows the tip of the balloon, because I don't like when the dot shows at the end of the balloon. So I use the butterfly right there to cover that dot that you see, that higher pigmentation of the balloons. Now, would I recommend these balloons? I don't think so. I don't like the quality. They're too transparent. And I think if you're going to have a better design, nice looking design, I would not recommend it. Of course, these are not balloons I use for my designs when my customers order, because I want them to be pleased and I want to create something that people would love. But this is the final product. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, if you've been watching for some time and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button so that I can continue to make content. And don't forget to comment down below any videos that you would want to see before the end of the year. I'm working on all that right now. Again, appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for your patience and your love and your kindness. Have a blessed Thanksgiving.